Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Mitchell Trubisky and the Chicago Bears taking on Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the offense.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Mitchell Trubisky taking the field to lead Chicago. Trubisky, the Ohio native, went to North Carolina, then drafted by these Bears as the number 2 pick in 2017.
We've seen a lot of ups and downs in the young career of Mitchell Trubisky. 3 years with the Chicago Bears, and he's a young quarterback still learning on the job. But what numbers do you trust with him? 8-7, 15 starts last year, but he was 11-3 the year before. The Bears offense, though, in 2019, just 25th in passing and 29th overall. They're looking for Mitchell Trubisky to elevate his game and bring the Bears along with him.
45-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
At the Lions' 45-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. A look at the numbers for Geis a week ago. 18 carries, 5 yards past 100, and a touchdown.
So he scored his 8th touchdown on the ground last week, and most guys I know, they want to get into round numbers. So, 10 is really the goal. And this is one sport where being selfish and scoring touchdowns is a good thing. Look for he and the offense to try and get him in there at least twice in this game.
Tariq Cohen, the ball carrier.
Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On the draw, this is Cohen. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now Foles. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
On 2nd and 12, Foles. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. It's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Danny Amendola on the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Lions making their way out, led by their 32-year-old quarterback. Hard to believe he's in season number 12 now in a Detroit uniform. Quarterback Matthew Stafford.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 35.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
Stafford on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Geis with a carry on second down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Bears. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Geis. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
This is Geis. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 48.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And this will be caught by Mooney. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
First down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't know. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
At the 21-yard
Jeff Okudah up from his cornerback spot to make the play. Throwing on second and 8. Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Back to the ground game now with Geis. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Bears will extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The kick is.
And he's got it up and through. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. And it's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Amendola. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Amendola on the return. The Lions take over first and 10.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. from the gun. Here's Stafford. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And now it's second down. To throw again, Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
2 yards on the pickup.
From the 25 on second down, Foles, and he completes it to Cohen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going? One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I can be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Foles. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards, the pickup there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And that'll be incomplete. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
32-yard, pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Foles. And he rifles one incomplete.
Foles pass.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Foles. And his throw here's incomplete.
Foles pass.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10.
Defensively by Jeff Okudah.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Bears 17, Lions nothing.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
3rd and 14.
Nothing, our score after 1.
Bears 17, Lions nothing.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he's going to go down again. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's Jack Fox now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
The backup Stidham, his first throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go, go, go. 56 to Mike. 56.
Here's Geis. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
On second down and 4. Foles caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a run with Geis. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Jared Davis.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Out of the gun, running with Cohen.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now we're going to get a stoppage. It appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Geis, they'll try to run it. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. On the ground, Geis, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And this is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Vinatieri now for the point after. And the lead is now 24. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. There's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
They're on 26-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Stafford. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And that'll bring up second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it. Normally, you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Golladay with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Now it's Patterson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Bears take over 1st and 10. At their own 28.
Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. They've got the lead. They haven't really had to utilize him all that much so far, but I guess if you're winning on the scoreboard, not too much to complain about.
Not at all, but you know those guys out wide, they want as many catches as they can possibly get. They may need him later on if things get a little tighter.
Yeah, so far 2 catches. We'll see what happens here as the game progresses. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd and
fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 44-yard line.
Now Trubisky to throw. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Foles. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Matt Nagy has made the decision. They're going to go for it here. Here we go with Geis. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On the ground, it's Geis. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Foles. He'll find Miller. That's complete. The Bears on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Julian Okwara brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. Back onto the field comes the offense. Let's take a closer look at Kerryon Johnson. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance of success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes.
And the Lions first down.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's taken down inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, there's zero doubt that the Detroit Lions like Kerryon Johnson's ability, but he's been dinged up a little bit in his first 2 years in the NFL, so they went out and used a day 2 pick this past year on DeAndre Swift, the rookie runner out of Georgia, hoping, I think, to pair them together and maybe send a message. But I think if Kerryon Johnson can stay on the field, he could be an awfully productive back in the NFL.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up second.
To throw is Stafford. And that is incomplete. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal.
Incomplete.
This is Bawden. And he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Came up about a yard short, but I can't help it, Brandon. I love it when the big guy gets the football and he tries to battle his way forward. There's something about those guys carrying the ball and watching people trying to stop them. That's just great theater.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the defense able to come up with a goal line stand. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That's complete to Mooney. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's another Bears first down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Robinson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for first and 10. Back to throw again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. And this one's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. But now it'll be third down.
Complete. Brings up a third down.
They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is. Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
Incomplete.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially. initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here comes the Lions punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13. So let's get an update on what's going on. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And it's the Jaguars who are out in front. A touchdown run there for Leonard Fournette. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are out in front in that one. Ben Roethlisberger has thrown a couple of touchdown passes. Finally, we're off to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And that one all tied against the visiting Saints. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 26. He's back to throw here to start the drive. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Shelton made the stop. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and...
Here's Foles.
At the 25-yard line.
And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Jimmy Graham. That's good for a shot.
While we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
First down, a run with Cohen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
They try again with Cohen. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Foles. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Foles on target to Robinson for the Chicago first. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
On first down, this is Geis. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
4 yards.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Foles pass.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
A throw over the middle taken in. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and get it with Geis. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
On now is Vinatieri as he'll try the field goal.
A 30-yard attempt.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now.
Bears 27, Lions 7.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
At their own 29-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The pass complete. This one to Danny Amendola. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Hey, lady!
From the 50, Stafford. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
On first down, Johnson. Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last season, makes the stop.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Stafford. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
A 36-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17.
7. Lions 10.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10.
Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
9-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
2 yards on the pickup.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Foles. Got a man, it's Patterson complete.
Foles pass.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The 7-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
This is Geis. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A 6-yard gain. Brings up 3rd.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with touchdown number 7 on the year. As the Bears push further out in front. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 24. That time a 9-play drive. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Amendola. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
His throw incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And
here's Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. The lead is theirs here in the 3rd quarter, but it's really been the ground game that's been the recipe for success.
You mean the spotlight isn't shining as brightly on the guy throwing it?
No, it's the man behind him that's had a heck of a game.
And that's really okay. That's actually what you're looking for. I mean, your pride tells you, hey, I want to be responsible. I want to throw a bunch of touchdown passes. But when you're able to run the football, typically speaking, your team's doing pretty well. And in this case, they're winning.
We'll see if they have balance on this drive. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
In the slot on the right is Graham. Now Foles. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Julian Okwara able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Geis. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
A 6-yard gain brings up 3rd.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Makes the score Bears 37, Lions 10.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
At their own.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Here we go, Pete, get up the field.
Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Screen play, Johnson. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 1st down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Stafford on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw again. Stafford. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Robert Quinn, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their 1st, but at least it's 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the 3rd and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good 1st step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Bears.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
It's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, Trubisky able to find his running back, Geis. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now a run with Geis. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught by Cohen. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line.
For another Chicago Bears.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
To throw again on 2nd down. Foles. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Eric Silver, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears continue to pour it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
For the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
Is good.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Adam Vinatieri.
There's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Amendola. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
He'll throw from the gun. A slant to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
1st down, Detroit.
Throwing is Stafford. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Throwing again is Stafford. Now they go screen. It's complete. Breaks the tackle. Now an alley. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Complete.
7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up
throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And it's 3rd and short.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Stafford on 3rd down. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
What we got? Mike 50.
From the red zone now, Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Lions on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 9. They go to Johnson again. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
To Montgomery to begin the drive.
Number 30.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Bears. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second and 11 now.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Blitz 59.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Here comes Amendola. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Lions will take over. Another shot now for this Lions offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
9 yards. 1st down, Detroit.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Gets it quickly to Galladay. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
And the Lions
to the air again. Stafford. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Play by Kyle Fuller.
Throwing again. Stafford. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
3rd down.
Again, it's Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page. quarterback and receivers. Heck, they've been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but
now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
Recovered by the kicking team.
And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
No, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that would be considered a fumble.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen, because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 28 yards. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Montgomery. Tracy Walker in on the tackle. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Chicago, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions,